Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video we saw how we can create um, this navigation bar. It's very simple, but the idea was to show you the different ways where you can apply Flexbox, right? And so there are other applications, but we're going to see them as we go on the playlist. What I want to show you at this point is how you can um, do things like background. I want to show you some background properties that you can use to create a very visually appealing website and layout and interfaces. Okay, so we're going to start looking at some background properties, and we've seen some of them already, and we're going to see the rest. Okay, so if you look at this, my folder, you will notice I have a new file, an image file actually, that says bird.png, and it's just a bird image. And if you're wondering how I got that, you can just come to Unsplash, and so you can just go to Unsplash and type bird. Okay, we are here already, so you can just type bird, and you see a couple of bird images. So this is the one I used, so you can just click on it, and it's a free image, so you can select the size, you can get a small one and then download for free. So that's basically how I got the image. Okay, so you can do that and download. I already downloaded it, so I'm not going to go over how to download. So what we're going to do next is to create background. So we're going to leave our nav bar as it is, but what we're going to do is to create background. Now if you look at, just a moment. Okay, so some of the background properties, um, so you can see, so we're going to do something. If you're looking at this, you see that this nav bar is taking a particular portion of the viewport height. So what we want to do is to just focus on what is left after the nav bar, and we are going to do that is we're going to give this guy a height. Hold on, our header, so we are going to give it a height, a fixed height. So we're going to say height, and we're going to give it a height of 20 viewport height. So that's the height it's going to take. Okay, and then we are going to just reduce the padding. Cool, so we know it has a fixed height now. Okay, so we know that the rest of the page is 80 viewport height. Or you know what, we can actually make it 15. This is okay, I think this is a lot better. So we know that the rest of the page is 85 viewport height. Cool. So the next thing we're going to do is to have a section. After the nav bar, we have a section in the body. We can call it main, and then main will have section. Okay, and then main is just going to take we are going to give it a class of main. Okay, so we'll go to style it, we'll just say class main. Now talking about background properties, we're going to talk about background color, so let's just list them here. So we say bg color, and then we have bg background image, we have bg attachment, first of all, BG background position, background size, background attachment, what else? I think this is it for now. So let's start with background color. So we'll say BG color, and with the background color of let's just say red for now, so that you can see class of main background color. Okay, so let's give it a height. Give the height of 85, viewport height. Okay, so you see it takes, the background is red now, so you can see the first, our header, the height is 15 viewport height, the remaining viewport height 85 is the rest of the body, which makes it 100 viewport height, which is the entire height of the viewport. Okay, so but what we don't want to just do a background color, right? What we want to do is so what we want to do is we want to give it a background image. So we're just going to say BG background image, and then we're going to put our bird image. So we're going to say URL, and then inside a string we say bird.png, and you see our image. Now by default, the image is usually repeated to take the entire space that is available to it, but we don't want that. So you have a background property that you can use to remove the repetition. So you can say background repeat, and then you say no repeat. Okay, so now it's just one, but the problem is the image is not big enough to take the entire background. Okay, so to fix that, we can do background size. So we can do background size, and we can say cover. Okay, so you can see our image covers the entire background. Okay, something else we can also do, we can do background position. So background position, we can do center. Okay, so we just place our image at the center. I mean, depending on what you want to achieve, but for now we just want to do a background position, center, and then background size, BG size of cover. Cool. The other properties of background size, there is contain, which basically, contains the entire height of the space. There is also you know what, let's just do cover for now. Okay, cool. So this is how we get that done. Now there is something else that we can also do. So for instance, we can write inside our section. So we can say can put an H2 here, a H2 here that says welcome to my official website, and then we save. So welcome to my official website. Excuse me. This is at the we can align this at the center. We can also do something about this margin here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say margin top, and then we're going to say 0 pixels. It doesn't, so maybe we want to do a negative margin. So margin top, yeah, that fixes it. So we have minus 50 pixels, or let's do minus 20 pixels. Okay, so it closes it up. Okay, now what we want to do is to bring this text to the center of the page. So what we are going to do is we're going to have to, for us to do that, remember whenever you want to start aligning content within a space, think about layout. And the layout style we've learned so far is Flexbox. So we want to start aligning content within this section of our website. So what we do is we convert it into a flex box. So we give it a display of flex. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is to say justify content, and then we're going to say center. Okay, so you see it's at the center. So this justify content, like I said, gives you a horizontal alignment. So if you want to get a vertical alignment, let's say you want to bring it to the center here, you want to add another flex box property. So you say align items, and then of course you say center also. So you see this guy is now at the center. Okay, um okay, that's about it. Yeah, so what we can do is to make this bigger. So we can make the h we can make the h2 bigger. So we can say um so we can say font size, and then we'll say 40 pixels. Okay, that's big enough. And then we can change the font family. So font family, we are going to use this guy. Okay, and then yeah, that's it. So that's it on background properties. So in the next video we are going to see if I change the color of this text to white. So let's say I change color to white, and you will notice that it's a kind of the background makes it kind of difficult to read the text, right? And we can fix that by using something we call overlay. And so in the next video I'm going to show you how you can add an overlay to your website. So far you've seen how you can add a background image and how you can the different properties you can use to manipulate the image, such as the background size, the background repeat, and all that. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's talk about how to create an overlay for our website. But before we do that, let's do one more thing. So usually let's have a description for our website. So do a paragraph, and then you say for lack of content we just do lorem ipsum, and then we want to generate about 15 words. So do lorem 15, and it gives us that. Okay, so now you can see that this guy, the text is not at the center because actually it should be. So but what we can do is to just hold on. Okay, so we're gonna have to give this guy a text align. You know what, text align center. So let's say we don't actually need this because this is the only h1 and this is the only paragraph here. Okay, so actually this guy should be styled differently. What am I missing? Okay, so here is for the paragraph. Okay, we want everything here apart from the font size. The font size should be smaller, so let's make the font size 30, and everything else should be the same. Actually, we are gonna use a different font here. um, okay, let's make it even smaller, so let's make it like 20. Okay, so if you look at this now, you see it looks like a website, but the text are kind of hard to read, so we're going to fix that with overlay, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.